my sperm donor would support me financially.
These strong, independent women need to be investigated. If you're new to my videos, I need you to like this video, subscribe, and comment. And you already know, let's get straight into it.
I am a single 30-year-old woman with 3 children driving a minivan, checking out other dads. You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom.
Now you a single mom.
Some men can't get past the fact that I have 4 kids, which is bullcrap.
You let second thoughts. Now you a single mom.
So I don't need a provider. They don't need a father. So what's the hang up? Because
You said I'm a haddest kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
I'm 28, a single mom, just divorced, and this dating pool is like not it.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom.
I don't get it. Like, where's the real people that want a relationship? Because I'm not.
Not with you. Because you made a choice of having a kid. You made a choice of having sex with multiple partners. And you basically made your choice of the life you chose. So don't get mad at us if we don't want to date a single mother like you. So it is what it is.
Finding any of that.
You said I'm a haddest kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom.
I'm sorry, but now you a single mom. Hey, now you a single mom.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a banger with this.
What the hell?
She cannot possibly think this is a good look.
Weird.
Pre-show notes here, you said that you effed a whole platoon.
Oh, yeah.
What's the whole
How much men
platoon?
are in a platoon? Specific platoons may range from 10 to 100 people.
How many dudes did you sleep with?
Probably at that time, like 20.
Was this like over the span of like 5 days or like 2 weeks?
Probably a month. They would
Like
bring
you.
me new guys. They would be like, Jeannie, the next batch is here, like coming in from.
How
What
did
the
this unfold? Where
fuck?
were you?
I was in Alabama working at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, and one of them came in and he was like,
He
"No."
would, yeah, and then he would stay for me like after work, and I'd be like, we go into my car, and like we would go to my car after work, like do it.
And then
Yeah.
how did that translate
Fine.
into, yo, you should sleep with my whole platoon?
It was like bring your friends to eat some.
What in the hell is a platoon? Explain that to me. This girl got 20 bodies. That young. And you wonder why they won't get married.
Wings, and then I was like, oh, they're cute, and he was like, I was like, put me on, and he like put me on, and then he like put me on another, and put me on another, and then they put me on a whole nother batch that would come in, and I was just going a little crazy then.
Imagine you're her future kid and you stumble upon this video.
Yeah. What? Oh my God. What the?
Car probably smells like Badussy.
Children born in 2023 potentially live to see the year 3000.
And the Stupid of the Year award goes
Yeah.
to you.
Stay in school, girl.
Sony, and this is my famous potato salad.
I know you fucking lying. That potato salad better not ever leave your house.
Easy peasy, squeezy.
You called that potato?
And I brought homemade cornbread.
What the
White
hell?
people, y'all down about 20 points in the kitchen for this shit.
These girls should just never step foot in the kitchen.
Oh
again.
no.
So what really made you do it? Just be honest with me. I don't want to hear the excuses because it's already said and done.
I told you I didn't mean, like, it wasn't supposed to go like that.
What you mean it wasn't supposed to go like that? You opened your legs for another man.
I was ovulating, and I was getting close to my period, and you, like, are never around. You're always working.
You want to know what's even sad about this whole thing? They always use the lamest excuse in the book. Oh, you weren't here when I needed you. Oh, I was on my period. Like, you knew exactly what you were doing. You cheated on your man, and now you want to blame him and come up with a bunch of excuses like you're the victim. Sweetie, you was no victim at all. You knew what you're doing, and now you need to take accountability. Based on this clip alone, it sounds like these 304s and modern women have a lot in common. They will always throw every excuse in the book. Just because I cheated on you, because I'm a woman, I can do that. But when you're a man, when you're in a relationship, you can't. So it seems like nowadays, modern women don't ever take any accountability for their actions. And this is one of the main reasons why I don't want to be in a relationship, because I would rather wait until God sends me someone. It doesn't matter what color. If that person is good to me, I'll be good to them. But women like this belong in the streets where they belong.
Another man?
If you don't understand a woman's body, like, I have needs.
Your ovulation makes you want to go cheat on me. How much times have you ovulated and cheated on me? Let me know. Because only once?
Yeah.
How can I believe that?
I'm telling you.
So what made you go do that?
Accident.
If you love me like you say you do.
It was an accident.
I mean, yeah, this is why I'm staying single. I'm surprised the boyfriend that is recording the video is staying calm and cool and collected. That couldn't be me. I would have probably just ended that relationship when right there and there. Every time I see young couples on social media, especially on TikTok of all places, they always want to show the world that, oh, how strong and cute they are. But behind closed doors is another different story. That is one of the main reasons why I would rather stay single, because you cannot trust women like this. These Jezebels will stop at nothing to try to accomplish one thing that they shouldn't be doing in relationships in general. But then again, accountability is their kryptonite. And what's sad to me is that they will always blame you for not giving them more time. You could have just told me. I shouldn't have to find things out from your phone or somebody be telling me what you've been doing behind my back. We could have worked things out, go to counseling, do some activities together. But no, you want to throw away the one thing that we could have built together as a unit. But no, you just want to whore around and just do what you want to do. Your body is your choice. It may be your body, your choice. But there are consequences that comes with it. Sad, bro.
Opening your legs to another man is a whole lot of accidents.
What the fuck? Blowfish looking ass.
Lips are the best look ever.
I swear, if I could go back in time and tell the woman that stood up for our right to work, I would.
Unfortunately, you're way too late.
What's one thing that if he orders on a date, it's an immediate ick?
This one's like weirdly specific for me, but if we go to a nice restaurant for dinner and you order like any kind of soda, like a Coke at a nice restaurant, like I gotta watch you sip your bubbly Coke in front of me while we're eating like a tomahawk steak. I don't know why, but it's an ick for me. Like, save it for
Who raised these animals?
Those are, I hate fun. I hate any.
Like, okay, seriously. I'm trying to figure out what is all of this ick stuff coming from. You can tell these generations of 304s be coming up with a bunch of dumb stuff just to try to make a point, but in actuality, they're not making points. They're just saying a bunch of dumb things or dumb stuff just to be right all the time. And we all know that that's a bunch of lies. And you call that an ick because the man wants to enjoy his Coca-Cola? Listen, I am not the biggest fan of Coca-Cola. It's just a soda. So let's say if a man takes you out on a date and you ask him out on a date and you order something that turns him off, saying that I don't like the way she's eating that salad. I don't like the way she's eating that chicken. I don't like the way she's drinking that soda, whatever though. That's my biggest ick. And I'm gonna bet you all of these 304s will be in the chat roasting this man, calling him a clown for not appreciating a woman for who she is. But if a woman does it, it's no issue. Make it make sense.
I swear, anything a man does, a woman comes after it.
No. Whether they find it or not, you're going to jail for obstruction of justice.
I didn't obstruct anything.
And trying to hide evidence.
I didn't.
She woke up and chose roast beef. I didn't even pay attention to the meme.
My coochie lips.
Coochie lips.
There's a bag right there being shoved into your pants.
That's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out, dude.
There's a bag.
Is your coochie that?
I can't get over that last clip.
Because you were doing something wrong, wasn't you?
Mm.
I have all the screenshots.
And what's even crazy about this clip is that I've seen this years ago. It's usually the men that are predators trying to meet up with somebody, meet up with a child. But now you got women doing it too. And we all know that women, they get less years, they get less sentence because of their inappropriate behavior with the child, with the minor. But if a man does it, he gets a life in jail. And so this clip, I feel like just because she's a woman with a big titties and a big booty and she's pretty and all, but underneath that soul, there's a darkness within her spirit that is calling her to go and commit this heinous crimes. Don't be fooled with the big booty and titties, y'all. Know the signs.
So, I can make a scene. Let's be honest. What did you want that 15-year-old girl to come here for?
To wipe the phone, because I didn't realize.
I thought you wanted her to have fun with your husband and you were scared she was a cop.
What?
That's what you said. I have the screenshot.
So that you could come.
What kind of sick fantasy?
Why would you want to wipe the phone? You knew she how old she was. You kept on saying, I'm scared. I don't want the cops to come. I don't want to get in trouble. So let's be honest, or I'm going to start yelling.
Will you please listen?
Okay, I'll listen.
Because you're really cutting me off right now, and that's not exactly cool.
I don't think it's cool to meet up with children.
Lock
Exactly.
her ass off.
Yes.
This teacher slept with an 11-year-old and then gave him a Friends with Benefits bracelet. 42-year-old Allison Kranick, who worked at a school in Connecticut, has been accused of having a sexual relationship with an 11-year-old boy. The boy said that Allison forced him to sleep with her multiple times, and many of those times were in her car. They first communicated through iMessage and Snapchat, but then changed it up and moved the conversation to Discord when Allison found out that the child's parents monitored those apps on his phone. The boy also said that he snuck out of his house at least 14 times at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. to meet Allison. She then made the boy a beaded bracelet with the acronym BFFLWB, which stood for Best Friends for Life with Benefits. And then Allison told the boy not to tell anyone she gave him the bracelet, and if someone asked, to tell them that it meant best friends forever for life or better. After 2 months of this going on, the boy ended the relationship and eventually told his family. And by the way,
I'm glad
Allison
he
is
did.
also married and has 2 young children of her own. She was charged and is being held on a $500,000 bond.
Imagine.
You sick bastard. You slept with a child, bro. 11 years old, nigga. What? For the likes of me, I don't understand how come the children are not being protected. Listen, this has been going on for years, though. I don't know if she was a school teacher or a neighbor, but this sounds like it sounds like to me that she's a school teacher. If so, I'm not really surprised by it, because what grown woman decides to make a bracelet friends forever with benefits? With a child, bro. And I'm so glad that he told his parents about this. But my issue with this also is that he snuck around 14 times just to meet up with her. This is what childhood trauma looks like. It's like, for you little boys out there that are doing this mess, y'all need Jesus for real, because for one, this is what kids grow up to be. This is exactly what's going to happen if the child is not being protected and watched over. What's going to happen? Kids turn out bad, trauma, all because they've experienced assault, abuse as a child. So she decided to have kids of her own. And I don't know why she's not registered as a sex offender It's beyond me. But they need to get on this case right now. And have her kids' pain taken away from her. Because I'm more worried about the kids though, because for one, this is not only disturbing as a man, but I can never imagine my child telling me that somebody at school touched them, was being inappropriate with them. You can't rest assured I'm going to go off. I don't care if you take me to jail. My child comes first. I'm going to protect my kid from weirdos like that. This is what the left looks like, y'all. In the worst way.
And it's with an 11-year-old too. Disgusting.
Sick.
I think one of the biggest problems with our new relationship was that he wanted to get to know me for me, and I loved that. I really thought this was like a strong connection and whatever. So when it came to what I did, I don't think he did enough research. Even though we would talk about it a little bit, and I would tell him about my scenes a little bit, I don't think he knew the extent. So when other people were like posting my scenes and like, look at how many she's taken and like all this stuff, he was like, whoa. So that's not my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't do
What
your
you mean
research.
wasn't your fault?
I Googled the hell out of you when we started dating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting into.
Right.
I guess maybe he didn't do the same or didn't care until everybody else knew. So
Yeah, and it is hard. It's a lot of heat for someone to take.
Mhm.
And there's
Just
not a lot of
a nice
guys.
pun about.
Let me guess. You're a porn star. And the man that is dating you, he found out and now he doesn't want to be with you. What did you think was going to happen, 304? What did you think was going to happen? You work in the sex industry. Of course he's going to reject you. Of course he's going to find out what you do for a living. What man is going to want to put a ring on a sex worker? Knowing that there's a possibility that he could have given you could have given him all of the STDs. Everybody will be running to the clinics. And you honestly think that since the man wants to get to know you, it's good and it's cool, it means that you're making good connection. The biggest red flag is that you are an adult entertainer. So which means, since everybody from his circle find out about you, and he ended up finding out about you, and now the relationship is over. Y'all must really think that since being a porn star, it's gonna be easy for you to find a man after all of them bodies you got. You know that porn is fake. So don't believe that what you see on your phone or whatever is fake. So I don't know why is it every time I see interviews on TikTok about this, they always calling us insecure because we're intimidated. That has nothing to do with being intimidated. We just don't want to be seen with somebody that is a known whore. I am sorry. I would rather be insecure and respect myself than to be with somebody who has all of them bodies, whose body count is higher than her bank account.
Hot one show, right? You know, everyone's like, come on. But I think in this day and age, two consenting adults, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I knew there would probably be some like initial flack because he does seem like such a buttoned up person. He doesn't seem like the kind of person that would date someone like me. But in my head, I was like, that'll blow over.
Yeah.
You know?
You
like,
sure about that?
He already has. So
Yeah, expect a lot more of your dates to go that way. That's the consequences you take when you become a prawn star.
Yes.
7-figure men do go for me.
Oh, this idiot
How
right
would
here.
you know that? You're not a 7-figure man.
You're talking about 7-figure man.
This is the problem I have with women like this. What is it about money? Seriously, what is it about money that makes people happy? Like, is that all what people care about? Is a man getting his finances right? If he ain't got no money, I don't want to date him. If he ain't got good credit, his own house, his own car, he doesn't pay his bills, or is he rich? This is that delusional mindset that I keep seeing on social media. And it's so sad nowadays is that us men can't even get a good woman out here because all they think about is money. And most of them do OnlyFans. That right there is what really bothers me the most. They always say, oh, I don't want a man that makes 2K, 10K, 20K. I want a man that makes 6 figures. 6 foot tall, 6 pack, and 6 figures. $6,000. I keep saying this all the time. Not every man is willing to make that much money every year. It takes time and it takes effort. I mean, if you want to be with me, you might as well just build it up with me. Build me up. Motivate me. But instead, if you care about money that much than a person that loves you in a relationship, guess what? That man is going to get his passport, go to the Philippines, Thailand, Canada, Africa, Uganda, Cameroon, all the other countries that are way traditional than here in the United States. Because if y'all care about money so much, why don't you go work at a fast food restaurant, do OnlyFans, do whatever that could get you that bag? But if you're expecting a man to make 6 figures just because you want to date a man that has money, instead of getting to know that person, then you're the problem.
And you can't even put lip balm on your lips.
It's gonna sound hypocritical, but because I did so much in my life. I had my nipples out, I had my panties out. But now those are the things, like, I guess as a mom and like an evolved young lady, young, emphasis on young. It's just things that I just feel like I would never do, or I'm just like, oh my God, I really did that? Nips out.
And this goes to show you, when you indulge in this type of lifestyle, you will have regrets.
Yeah.
Famous or not famous, I do not care.
At all.
I'm a star. I go on a lot of podcasts and I say a lot of crazy. And I got my start during COVID because I wanted a remote and residual job, and I was already pretty anyways, so it kind of made sense. I'm able to really fulfill my own fantasies and bring those to life in a really safe and ethical way.
When you look in this girl's eyes, you don't see no life. It just looks
at all.
Drama. Save it for your mama.
Wow, bruh. Oh, he came the big boys.
He knew. He fucked up.
Wait. That's him? You know what? It only goes to show you that these 304s will use up anybody that they see fits. So you're better off just staying single, bruh.
She's smashing whoever she wants.
Sad, bro.
Allow your son to get married to...
No accountability
allow your son
added.
to get
It's
married
sad.
to an OnlyFans girl?
I would want to meet the girl first, get to know her. You know, depends on her personality, what she's like.
Okay. So you would give her a chance?
Yeah, depending on how she's like in person.
Say you had a daughter, and she wanted to marry a homeless guy. Would you give him a chance? Would you want to meet him and talk to him?
Well, that's different because he has no money, but the girl's going to have money if she's doing OnlyFans, so at least she can, like...
Well, what if I told you...
Let me get something straight. You have a daughter. You do OnlyFans. And you wouldn't want her to date somebody who was normal, average at best. But you want her to date somebody who is a thug, a criminal, a drug addict. Here's what I don't understand about these unfit mothers, though. You really think that doing OnlyFans is gonna benefit them? Like it's gonna make people take them seriously? You know, OnlyFans is online prostitution. So you're basically teaching your daughter how to be a whore, and you're setting her up for failure in life. Like, come on, like, you are a mother. You should know better. You should do better. Be better. But no, you don't want her to date somebody who was homeless, who was normal, smart, is willing to treat her like a queen, but you wouldn't even want to give him a chance? Make it make sense.
Sexuality is the equivalent to a man's status and money. So if a girl's out there giving it for free...
That's your opinion, but it's not mine. So.
No, it's facts.
It's not about an opinion. It's about how the genders objectively look at each other.
But I don't agree. That's just
Of course you don't, because you're a feminist. You're delusional.
But it's biological. Like,
I don't see it as equal.
Men or women are
Yeah, okay. Keep telling yourself
That's what I'm
that.
trying to illustrate here.
Yeah, but you just said it was equal. You said sexuality is equal
It's
to
a functional
money.
equivalent. That's why I had to switch the
Yeah, but I
scenario
don't
so you can
agree.
understand.
I just don't agree with that.
I found it interesting that you would go ahead and give a OnlyFans the benefit of the doubt and give her an opportunity to prove herself. But if I took the same situation, I said, okay, for your daughter, what if she was with a homeless guy? You said, no, I wouldn't even give him a chance.
Can I ask something?
Hold on.
And this is why fathers are so important in a kid's life.
Exactly. And you can tell that she's a single mother. Look, you know Father's Day is coming in a few months, right? So I'm talking to the dads right now after this clip. Be in your children's lives, because if you're not in your children's lives, you already know the horrible outcome that comes with it. So I don't even want to hear any excuses why you're not in your child's life. Be there for them. Teach them right from wrong. Teach them the ways of life, of how to be responsible of what they do. Because if not, you know it's going to be some horrible outcomes that comes with it.
Hey guys, seems like we done went from BBLs to go to hell. Can you imagine how much pain she would be in if I was to slap the shit out of her right now? Okay.
What is going on with their face?
But this is what I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think that they are really kidnapping children and
They're kids?
taking their face and giving it to adults. This is not like sex trafficking. This is face trafficking, right? They are taking kids and selling their faces. This is crazy.
You see, I thought the big lips were bad, but they're out here swapping faces? Oh, nah.
I got pregnant.
America is a common thing of having plastic surgeries. Having BBLs. It's common here in America, right? America is known for having a lot of plastic surgeries. But in China, yeah, they're taking it too far. It seems like in America, we're known for having a lot of BBLs and unattractive plastic surgeries in people's bodies, and we cannot take them seriously. They can't even move, smile, or do anything right with a lot of fakeness in their bodies. But I feel like in China, they are going crazy over there, using kids to sell their faces. That's like me playing Mortal Kombat, try to beat Shang Tsung, but whenever I lose, he steals my soul. That's exactly what it looks like in that clip in China. Kids selling their faces to adults so they can look 10 times younger. You can't make this up. You can't.
In hopes that my sperm donor would support me financially. I don't work, never have, never will. 1, because I don't want to, and 2, because it's against my religion. My plan was to always just get pregnant and have my baby daddy support me financially through child support. Turns out I'm a lesbian, so I had to go to a sperm bank and get artificially inseminated. One of my friends worked at the sperm bank, and she secretly gave me my sperm donor's contact info. So I befriended him and, invited him over for drinks, and I got a DNA sample off of his cup and sent in a sample of his DNA and my son's DNA to make sure that they were a match. And they were. So I was like, perfect. So I'm going to take him to court and try to get child support. I lost. But I'm not giving up hope, because now that I'm famous, I'm trying to find a judge that is a fan of mine that will take this case and pretend they don't know who I am and rule in my favor.
Are you out of your mind? And this is the same woman that wants to identify her child as a cat. I'm going to say this for the benefits, because this world is woke like I don't know what, bruh. Joe Biden is 100% responsible for all of this. Like, the guy's a weirdo, Donald Trump is a weirdo. But when it comes to Joe and the whole leftist side, they are going crazy over this. This woman is using a bunch of sperm samples to DNA match her son with the guy she's been friends with, try to be the Amber Heard of the situation, try to settle a lawsuit, try to win money out of it. Sweetie, you failed at that. And then you want to talk about something you're not giving up. No, you need to give up. Because how are you going to sit there and try to make it seem like what you did is justifiable? Like, you are a horrible mother and a horrible person. It matters even more worse. She goes on to say that she's a lesbian. She went from being a woman that sleeps with people to being a lesbian. Like, I'm kind of confused on this. Like, these people are insane. Like, as a man, how do you deal with delusional bimbos like this on social media? They just be going on TikTok and just be telling everything, telling everybody their personal business that we don't want to know. Your famous, like she said, she tries to find a job. She tries to find a judge that is cool with her so she can be on her side. So which means that if you put some money on child support and try to get money off them to find a judge that can be on your side because you are a victim. You know what that sounds like? White privilege.
My sperm donor still has to support me financially. The kid wouldn't exist if it weren't for him, so he should be obligated to pay something.
Straight evil. Just evil.
No, straight delusional and stupid. This girl needs therapy, medication, and she needs to go in a psychiatric center or whatever to get her mind right. Better yet, put her on medication. And then she want to say that if it wasn't for that dude, that child wouldn't be here. Yeah. I think personally that child needs to be taken away from this individual. She's a danger. She's a danger to society and she's a danger to the kids. She is really crazy. And what I don't understand is what's up with these weird parents trying to make their child gay. Like after you just gave birth and then you're on TikTok saying, yay, my son is gay. He is gay. Like, times that we judge people all the time that we shouldn't be judging. But sometimes when you make stupid, rational decisions in your life, then of course we're going to judge you based on your actions alone. You're giving us plenty of reasons to criticize you and judge you because of your actions. If you're not taking accountability of what you do and you try to get people to sympathy because of the crappy activities you do with your life, then it's obvious to me that you do need to suffer consequences. You need a reality check, ma'am. No man is going to want to pay child support for the life you chose. If you want to use your child as a pawn to get clicks and views. And it's obvious to me that you are one of those individuals that shouldn't be having kids with that type of mindset that you have. You identify your child as a cat and then you want to use the guy that you slept with to get him on child support, knowing full well that you lost. It doesn't work like that. If a person that doesn't want to take responsibilities for that child that you and your partner create, you do have that right to put him on child support. But if you're just gonna put a random person on child support because of somebody that you just met to use his samples and your son's samples or whatever gender you have, daughter or son, I don't care. Try to use that samples to match the DNA. And it turns out he is the father. Y'all just met. Y'all haven't been together. Y'all are not married for years. It doesn't make any sense. Well, that's what social media has turned y'all into monsters. Look at this video, for example.
Loyalty is like, if we break up and I need you to come change my tire, you loyal to me. Faithful has everything to do with cheating. So just because somebody's cheating on you, don't mean they being disloyal. If I go get a new best friend, right? I'm not cheating on my old best friend. I'm not being disloyal to her unless I'm treating her different. You know what I'm saying? People gonna disagree though, whatever.
Yeah, just find a nice way
you're
to
dumb.
justify cheating.
So when are we going to consider the possibility that Hallie is just as messy and trifling as DDG?
So once you log in, type in your location, it's kind of easy. Like, you can just do whatever. Like,
right. Why are you talking about famous people for? Get a job.
Get a
Show me your
life.
tax returns. Show me your bank statements. Show me your face. Show me your profile. Your side profile.
First of all, Shawty, I would rather show you my face, but I'm not showing you any of my private information so you can get benefits off of my stuff. You out your mind.
Show me your body, top to bottom. Do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Okay, I'm not. You think I'm joking? It's the actual truth.
Nobody's doing all of that for your ass.
Right.
Listen, when a woman doesn't want to change or grow up or grow out of her toxic ways, she will actually leave a man of value. She'll actually leave a man that has standards and go to a man of lesser value. She will leave you for a man that she knows will accept her lifestyle no matter what she's doing. She'll leave you for a man that she knows that she can control and manipulate, a man that has no standards, and a man that's going to be all about her just because he's sprung off of her physical looks. There are some Jezebelic women out there that will destroy relationships with good men because they cannot handle the standards that that man is setting, and they cannot handle a man that stands on principles. And then she'll say things like, oh, this is just who I am, and you trying to change me. You steady trying to change me. This is just who I am. But really, her saying this is just a cop-out because she's not ready to mature. She's not ready to grow up and get rid of her toxic ways. Never let a woman convince you, fellas, that you are not enough, because it's not even that. It's just the fact that she needs a weaker man that'll accept her toxicity.
Man, it's up to you at the end of the day.
He said it, though.
You want to change your circumstance. It's very easy to complain, oh, gas prices are too high. Cost of living is too high. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. The government makes our life so much harder. It's easy to blame it on somebody else. Oh, my parents didn't teach me about financial literacy when I was a child. Oh, my parents didn't put me in the best schools. My parents didn't have enough money. See, if you actually take a step back and look inside of yourself and start taking accountability for yourself and stop blaming all the reasons why you can't make your life better on other external factors, you will start to elevate. You will start to look into yourself, okay, I need to change this about myself. Maybe I'm lazy when I come home from work. Maybe I don't got a job at all. I'm just straight lazy. And as men, we have the power to do so. I'm not going to force you. Your parents are not going to force you. Your friends are not going to force you. When you are ready to change, you will start seeing changes in your life. If you continue to complain, you are going to live paycheck to paycheck. Hell, I literally just bought a car a couple weeks ago, right? And I drove it down the road. Right after I bought it from the seller, I drove it from the road and it blew up in 10 minutes. All my money that I put into that car, gone. Just like that. Did I sit there and complain and say, oh shit, I'm out of this money? I dig deep and said, you know what? I can learn from this L. How can I prevent this L from not happening in the future? And how can I grind now so I can make up that money later? Lo and behold, all that money that I've lost, I have literally regained. So it doesn't matter what situation you are in life. Dig deep. Find a way. You already know it's Sunday. Let's get prepared for Monday. Make sure.
Hey, man, shout out to this dude for what he said. It's very motivational for me. I'm about to get into a flower ministry in my church. I don't know when, but me and my mom and a member of my Sunday school class, she's going to be there with me working together. So at least I'm doing God's work for the first time, and I'm just blessed. But after watching this video, it really motivated me to want to do everything I want in life, but do it in the right way possible. And that last clip I saw, I like to end it off on a good note because women nowadays will do everything in their power to use a good man when they see it. But once that man decides to move on to another woman that loves, adore, and appreciates him for who he is, they expect us to be miserable, homeless, suicidal. And it's obvious to me that all we can do is get up and try again. It's one thing of being depressed and being miserable, but it's the fact that you're not looking at yourself in the mirror like he said and think to yourself, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong? Is it me? Is it something that I've said? Is it something that I'm doing? No, it turns out that you're not taking accountability of who you're with, who you choose to be with, how you live your life, and basically how to do. Now, the biggest thing I learned in my life is if somebody does you wrong, all you can do is just pray for them. You can't argue with them. You can't try to convince them. Just pray for them. That's the only thing you can do. My mama always told me best. If you don't like the drama, if somebody is like crap, you better pray for them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I got friends, family members, and people in my life that I don't know that I'm talking to all the time. They all got some evil spirits in them. But the only thing we can do is just pray for them. I can't help them. I can't help fix their problems. They have to do that on their own. If those demons are still there, let them work it out. Let them get rid of it. But pray for them is the best key. Prayer is the best solution. So, shout out to this person right here. I love what he said at the end. Instead of you struggling, blaming everybody for your problems, why don't you just take actual accountability, look yourself in the mirror, and figure out some things that need to be fixed or that needs to be worked on. That's all you got to do. So, link to the original video will be down below, and I'm going to catch you on my next one.